So good day everyone. We will be doing the net asset value per share, the market price value per share on the stock exchange. The stock exchange is like JSE, Johannesburg Stock Exchange, net asset value per share. So that's our main focus for today. Um, let's see how the NRV and the JSE market price per share work together. So they sort of like you must compare them if you want to get to the correct answer. You have to compare them so that like you can make a final conclusion and have a good answer, a good foundation of the basics of how these like indicators work. So first we have the NRV and the JSE price per share. So NRV stands for net asset value per share. So take it as you are like the amount that like a share worth in your books, maybe in your balance sheet. And the JSE market price per share and the JSE market price per share means that it is in like a fair value. It is the amount you would pay to get a one share, maybe a share today. That's a in a fair value. That's the current price of shares. So if the NRV, the net asset value per share, is greater than the JSE price per share, that's not a good thing, good reputation, and could mean that there are no demand in your shares. Let's look at it like this. Let's say maybe your shares worth maybe 10 rands in your books, but then at the JSE they worth 8 rands. It means you are making a loss of 2 rands. So always your JSE must be greater than your NRV to show what you have an increase per share. So let's say like your NRV is 5 rand per share and your JSE market price per share is 10 rands. It means you are making a 5 rand profit. So it means this is a good thing. It means you have a good reputation, so your shares are increasing on the stock exchange, and maybe your shares are in demand. Remember, if something is in demand, it means most people want it more. Like you have a lot of potential shareholders who wanna invest in your company, so you could maybe your price per share could increase. So let's check our example. So all you have to know is this, like when the NRV is greater than the JSE, you have to know what it means, etc., and the vice versa here. So let's check our question. So we have 3.4. It says um share price on stock exchange. So obviously when you see this ratio, you have to look for the NRV and the JSE. So it says comment on the change of share price on Johannesburg Security Exchange, the JSE, of each company at the end of the financial year. Code figures and trends. Then provide one factor for each company that could have influenced changes in their share price. So these are the factors, the reasons why do we have changes in share price and whatever. So let's go through our information. When you see this question, you have to look for the two indicators, the NRV and the JSE. So our net asset value per share for Dodo Ltd is 792 cents, and our market price per share is 720, meaning we come like our NRV here is 792 and market price per share is 720. It means our NRV is greater than the JSE market price per share. I told you that that's not a good thing. It could mean that maybe we had a bad reputation or no shares were in demand. So let's come to Nasha Ltd. So Nasha Ltd, our net asset value per share is 1028 cents and our market price per share is 1.320. So our NRV of 1028 is less than our JSE of 1.320. So the JSE is bigger than our NRV. So that's a good thing. Good reputation, sorry, and could possibly mean that the shares were in demand. This is how you answer this question. You have to look if NRV is greater than or JSE is greater than and vice versa. So I've already given you the answer. So if you have this table, you can comment on any indicator regarding the stock exchanges and whatever. So if they say one factor, you have to give the reason. These are the reasons. You have maybe more than one reason. So these are the reasons that impact the values of the shares.